Hello, folks. Welcome back to ranking every single Undertale AU in existence. I have made some adjustments to the setup, so hopefully this video should go a little smoother. The last one was basically just me having technical difficulties for 23 minutes. However, now I should finally be in frame. Last time we ranked all of the main Undertale AUs, most of the ones that you'd probably be familiar with. And if you haven't seen that video, then look at you. Just jumping into this. Not even gonna go watch the last one? Oh, it's too much work. Anyways, I'm Tater Animations, my hair is wet, and welcome back to ranking every single Undertale AU. Weird Edition. That's right, today we are going to be doing the weirdest AUs I could find. Everything from FNAF Tail to Poketail to Kiwi Tail. Not the group of people, the fruit. So without further ado, let's get into this. The first AU we have up is... oh, well, it's FNAF Tail. The one I just mentioned. Okay. FNAF Tail, also known as Five Nights at Freddy's Tale, is a combination of Undertale and the hit game series Five Nights at Freddy's. It is actually a rather profound piece of artwork because it really reflects on the meaning. I'm not even gonna pretend. It's FNAF Tail. Right here. I'm putting it right here with the silly ones that get the job done. It makes no sense, and it's not very good or clever. However, it is better than all the try-hard sans recolors that we ranked last time. And of course it's better than Glitch Tail. Nothing's going below Glitch Tail. It's not physically possible. Kiwi Tail. How on earth are we ranking all the ones that I teased at the beginning of the video? It was supposed to be like, you'd stay to watch the weirdest ones get ranked. There are weirder ones, don't worry. Okay, this one. Kiwi Tail is literally Undertale verbatim. The only change is, Frisk looks like this and likes kiwis. Honestly, the Frisk design is really cute, and I like it should, by my own rules, fall into the silly but it gets the job done. However, I'm putting it one rank higher. Yeah, that's right, I just put Kiwi Tail adjacent with Horror Tail, Story Shift, and Seventh Soul. And next up we have, oh yes, I forget what it's called. This is an interesting AU. This one is all of the children of the main cast, and you might think that that just basically makes it shipping fodder. However, as much as that's definitely true, it shies away from that a little more than you might actually expect. Additionally, I don't think there's any pairings that are really, offensive or anything. This is the most inoffensive one I could find. It seems to be the ones most people agree on. And probably the weirdest one on here is Monster Kid and Frisk. This is hard. It's in this area. I don't want to put it adjacent to hand plates, but I also don't want to put it below. Okay. I will put it adjacent to Underplayer and Ink and Error. Zombie Tail. Now, if this focused on Sans specifically, it'd be down here with all the other garbage Sans AUs. However, this AU is actually pretty interesting because it focuses on the characters at large. And also, it's got a really good art direction. So I will be putting this one adjacent to Horror Tail and Kiwi Tail. I think that's fair. The next one, oh, Novella Tail. I think that's what it's called. Basically, it's like a Spanish novella, except with Undertale characters. And honestly, what's not to love about that? It's basically just Mafia Tail, but with a different genre. So I will be putting it adjacent to Mafia Tail. I should probably get a little bit more specific in these rows. This ranking system makes no sense. Ponytail. My Little Ponytail. That's right, it was only a matter of time before they made a My Little Pony Undertale AU. I'm surprised it took me this long to get to it, let's be honest. The picture I have here is of Rainbow Dash's Undyne, and that's already swaying me because Rainbow Dash is my favorite character. Don't make it weird, okay? You freaks. It's semi-creative. I like that they at least put effort into the pairings as opposed to something like FNAF Tail where they just took, oh, Sanji's like the main character of Undertale AUs, Freddy's the main character of Freddy's, yeah. They really took the time to actually match up each of the characters properly. I will be putting this right here, but when I rearrange these rows, I expect it to be right at the end of the row. Oh yes, this is the one where they're all gods. It doesn't get too pretentious though. I like the art direction. That's mostly what it is. It's basically just cool art. I probably shouldn't have put this in here, because I'm trying to steer away from just concept AUs and all that, but I printed it out, so I might as well. Okay, this one will be ranked rearranging some things from the last video too. Of course, Glitch Tail is going right here at the lowest possible spot. If you want to hear me rant about Glitch Tail, go watch the last video. Actually, you know what? I'll do it here too. Glitch Tail is the biggest piece of crap I have ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, Asriel. Sorry, buddy. He's the only character who doesn't get a happy ending. The least I can do is be nice to him. Okay, Glitch Tail is terrible. Some of the characters are like, oh, that could be fine. It's just some random cringy Tumblr AU. I'll tell you why that's not okay. Because it treats itself like it's the best thing ever. It treats itself like the Avengers Endgame of Undertale AUs. And in a way it is. If Avengers Endgame was written by the DC company on Bring Your Child to Work Day, and a 6-year-old who had a few of the action figures and just kind of bashed them together, not understanding the characters wrote it. It's basically the equivalent of when you'd see a kid playing with dinosaurs and then like the herbivores are attacking carnivores unprovoked. It makes no sense, but it's fine because it's just a kid. Except it's not. It's an adult, and it is terrible. And it is awful. And I hate it so much. Positivity, 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 positivity. Dogs of the Future, yes. Dogs of the Future I put in the weird AU category because it's about the main characters going to the past and possessing a dog and then talking to Sans. That's a little odd, I'd say. However, it is the first AU that I ever saw, aside from Underplayer, which once again I barely count. I didn't understand it. It's the first AU I saw that had a conclusive story. It had an ending. It wasn't fully dubbed by the time I got to it, so it's the first one that I guess I actually read in its original comic form. And it is really, really good. If you haven't seen it, the art direction's great, the storytelling's fantastic, and it has a very satisfying ending, and really well handles the whole Flowey situation. He doesn't come back as Asriel, but his parents figure out who he is, and he still keeps living as Flowey, but they at least get a chance to say goodbye to Asriel in a way, and I think that that's really, really good. As much as I love the AUs where Asriel comes back, as you might be able to tell, I do think that this is also a really good ending that works for this AU. So I'm going to be putting this here. However, I will also be moving Underfell down one. I can admit my mistakes, folks. Speaking of mistakes, this costume. This hoodie is just from Amazon, and it's the most annoying thing ever because these don't fold in properly, and the strings are always different lengths, and they're so awkward, and the hood doesn't fold. Who put this piece of tape here? Oh, yeah, this is the one where Sans and Flowey merge. No, not the one where Sans and Flowey merge. The other one where Sans and Flowey merge. It's just a dumber, way less interesting version of that. Right there. Next one is Toontail. Okay, it's basically Undertale, but all the fights are music-based. That's fun. I like that. Toontail is incredibly basic, but gets the job done and isn't too overrated like some other incredibly basic AUs. So I will be putting it right in here comfortably. Right there. Epic Tail. Gaster possesses Frisk, basically. It's not that epic. The art direction's cool, but, you know, it's our classic Purple Eyes Gaster, and I think I have a trauma response to Purple Eyes Gaster, so right here, in between here, I'll make some room for it. Phase Tail. This is where all the characters are teenagers, going through phases. So Asriel's an emo.
You're one to talk, buddy. Seriously, I know my hair always looks bad, but having to edit this video knowing that I look like an emo 12-year-old the entire time is just straight up painful.
Frisk is a cat kid, and Chara is a nerd. They're all wrong. Every single one of those. Maybe Frisk as a cat kid makes sense, but why would Chara be the nerd and Asriel be the emo? That is the exact opposite of what each of them would be. If they were a little more accurate, I might put it up here with the other ones, but I think this is going to be below Godtail, or whatever that one's called. Fairy Tail. Already a good pun. That's off to a good start. I love me a good pun! Fairy Tail is Undertale, but it's a fairy tale. Frisk is a fairy, and everyone is like a fairy tale-esque creature. That's fun. It's incredibly basic, but it expands on it well. It's a simple idea that once again expands on the characters in an interesting way. The best part about an Undertale AU. So, just in front of Zombie Tail for now. I'm gonna bury this with me when I die. This is my life achievement. It's Pancake Tail. I love Pancake Tail. That might seem like such an odd take, but here's the thing. I was originally gonna make Pancake Tail up myself to try and trick you guys and then right at the end say, I made one of these AUs up. Which one do you think it was? Only to look it up and realize that Pancake Tail is very real and Pancake Sans is very adorable. And just because of how silly that is, I love this a lot. I am sorry. This is going above Kiwi Tail. As much as I love Kiwi Tail. Ocean Tail. Despite what you think, it's not that weird section of waterfall that was in the Undertale 10th anniversary livestream, which is still something I have to talk about, by the way, because that happened. But Ocean Tail is actually somewhat pirate-based in a lot of senses, and the little papyrus and sans pirates look adorable. I'll enlarge the photo here. Watch this on magic. Witchcraft. Just above Toontail, but below Zombie Tail. Actually, no. It's great, but Toontail is... I've been underselling Toontail a bit. It is very good. Alpha Tail. It's called Alpha Tail. Need I say more? Pillow Tail, where everyone's a plushie. Cute, but nothing to it. Need I say more?
Also, I moved Fresh Tail up. I was being too hard on it, I'll admit.
Here we go. I think that's nicer. Powder. This is the only character I'm going to rank that is a shipping baby, aside from that entire AU of shipping babies. This is a whole AU just based off of, I think it's Dusttail and Underswap. First of all, why are the two Sansas having a child together? I know that's nothing new, but I got enough of that when I rewatched that Undertale Christmas special every single year. That was already traumatizing enough. I don't need another one. There. I'll put him right next to his father. Not his other father. He's not good enough to be above. An Tail. What am I doing? Careful, my child. Don't leave the ruins. The monsters around here get a bit quirky at night. Okay, I'm back. I can't be distracted by the ridiculousness of these AUs, okay? I'm just gonna grab the next one. What is it? Oh, it's Drunk Tail. I could be outside right now. I could be out there enjoying nature. Instead, I'm ranking Drunk Tail. This is where Chara gets drunk. That's the AU. Chara gets drunk, and then I think marries Frisk at the end. So, you know what? Screw it. It's more creative than FNAF Tail, at least. That's right. I just ranked Drunk Tail, only one slot below Underswap. Triggered. We've only got 2 more to go in this first batch. As you can tell, the video is far from over. Zodiac Sans. Right here. Doesn't kill anybody, wasted potential.
Whoopsies. Looks like Tater just made an insensitive and offensive joke. Sorry about that, folks. I'll go hit him.
This is Trainer Tail, so this is everybody, but they are Pokemon trainers. I like it. I like the art. I like it a lot. I'm putting that one. And that is the last one in the first batch. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch and be right back. The door was only open like this much because if I open it too much, it falls into the camera stand and it falls over, but I got my lunch. I regret every ingredient I put on there. That's a waste of bread. Alright, next up, we have Hacker Frisk. Hooray! Basically, Frisk is a hacker. Whoa, how creative. Is that not what Underplayer was? I'm putting it right down there with Dusttail and Powder. That last one wasn't really weird. I don't know if it exactly belongs in the weird category, but maybe the next one will change that. Oh yeah, Weeaboo Tail. This is real. Yeah, this is something. If you're wondering why I'm not showing any photos of it, it's because I already have one photo of a weeaboo tail in my iCloud, and I don't want there to be more before my assigned FBI agent starts getting suspicious. It's Undertale, but it's all anime, and not like that kind of anime. The other kind of anime, the one where you're watching it and you're like, hey, it's not yet, but I feel like it's going there. So I will be putting you right down there, below Lust Tale. Yeah, I just put that below Lust Tale. It's all the worst parts of Lust Tale with none of the redeeming features. Yes, there are some redeeming qualities to Lust Tale, just none of them made it into the final product. Vitamins. Ultra Sans. Sans gets 6 human souls. A little overly edgy, but it does its job well. Protein. Oh yeah, I forgot what this one's called, but it's basically just hand plates. Right there. Oh no, I got spaghetti sauce on it, and none of you can see. I have a very low quality camera, except it's just high definition enough for you to see all the pimples on my face. Yay! Oh yeah, this is Live. I don't know what that stands for. I'm just gonna call it Live Tail to be more specific, but I think it's just called Live. So, Live is basically they get Sans to open up a portal to all the other AUs, so it's kind of an AU crossover. But it's way better than Glitch Tail, so I'll put this above Ultra Sans actually. It's got good art, good direction. It's not bad. This is Wingtail. They all got wings now.
Sans flies now? Sans flies now.
Cybertail. Instead of getting trapped in the underground, they get trapped in some sort of weird cyber hellscape thing. It was very good, but unfortunately Am did not show up, so that's gonna be, that would have really improved it in my eyes.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live.
I'll put you right here. There we go. Another one grilled. Did I just slip into the George Fairweather voice? Another one grilled. Yeah, that's really close to the George Fairweather voice. If none of you know who George Fairweather is, go check out my latest comedy sketch called Disney Executive, Dang it, I messed it up. Day in the life of a Disney executive, where I make fun of somebody who will never even know I exist. Oh, this is a good one. This is the one where I keep forgetting the titles of all of these because they're all so incredibly similar. As a matter of fact, I called this one Ocean Tail. No, that's Undertale. They're different, apparently. So basically, Papyrus tries to help Flowey, but then Flowey's natural greed and a horrible personness because of no soul drives him to basically ruin their lives. Great story. I like what they did with Flowey's character. I'm going to put you above Next Generation, or whatever that is. Dreamtale. It's a classic. Everybody knows it, but the creator is a creep, a freak. So, how about this? Dreamtale. You will be judged for your artwork quality, for the writing of your characters, but most of all, you will be judged for all the creepy stuff your creator did. Also, Papyrus is falling. Oh, never mind, that's Gaster. This mask really hurts my nose. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Undertale. It's Alice in Wonderland, but with Undertale characters. I am completely out of room in this entire category. Let's hope there's no ones that are good but not fantastic, because then I'll have to get the other board an entire video sooner than I planned to. Oh yeah, so apparently there's Undermob and Mafia Tail, and then this is Mob Tail. It's basically Mafia Tail again, and there's like no differences from what I can see. Even their designs are the same. So I'm just gonna put it literally as part. I know it's technically in front of it, but just imagine they're the same one, okay? Sans becomes a Gaster Blaster. I don't understand it, therefore it is bad. This is Poketail.
Actually, you already covered Poketail, the big stupid dummy.
No, that's Trainer Tail. This is Poketail. They're different, apparently. Not in my eyes. Char and Asriel are still alive when Frisk falls down, so they walk them through the entire Undertale game. Simple, good, basic. This is starting to look more chaotic than all of those conspiracy boards I do. This one's actually pretty creative. You see, it's all of the characters except, wait for it, they swapped personalities. The writing's actually better than I'm giving it credit for, but come on. You can't just make Underswap again. This is the child of Ink Sans and Air Sans, so it only seems fitting that the family be together. I don't actually think that it's that good. It should be way lower, but I'm just obligated to put the family together, okay? Oh, this is like a steampunk version. I really like this, actually. Down here, there. Just with edgy Asriel, who is the exact type of person who would have made this. That is the second sheet of AUs from today. Woo! You still have one more to go? A third one? Oh yes, we got Bacon Tail. This one comes to you courtesy of Muffin Pal 3, who was one of the few people who actually submitted a few AUs for us to do. 3 of them were submitted, all of them will be in this pile, and Bacon Tail is one of my favorites out of those 3. Bacon Tail is adorable. It's incredibly simple. It's just Undertale. I don't even know if it really qualifies as an AU. As a matter of fact, even Muffin Pal was a little dubious of whether or not it was an AU, but I like it. I'm gonna count it. I'm inconsistent, and I like making my fans happy because they make me happy. So it's a little symbiotic relationship we got going on here. I will be putting you, but I'm out of room, so it's gonna look a little awkward. Strip right there. Just know that that is there, not below it. We got Cattail. It's Undertale, but all the monsters are cats. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and get the next board. Come on. Yeah, I'm taking you with me. In case you're wondering, that's the camera stand. Yeah, so you see, if I open the door all the way, it'll run into the back there and knock it over, so I have to squeeze through this tiny little hole. Thank goodness I am built like a pencil. Oh wait, this is my last... I didn't think... Is this my last sheet of... Oh yeah, right, I used the other one for the George Fairweather skit. Sorry, I dropped you guys. Let's put this up. Well, it finally happened. We have officially graduated to the second board. I hope you guys appreciate everything I put into these videos financially, because these were $1 each. This is $2 right here. That's a lot of money I've sacrificed for you. So, you know, if you could like and subscribe. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it up here for now, and then I'm gonna like tape the 2 of them together later and then figure that out. This is a legendary journey, by the way. If you're here with me, think about this. In 10 years, if someone says, hey, were you there for when Tater Animations ranked every single Undertale AU? You're gonna say, who the hell is Tater Animations? The point is that we are in this together. All right, now that that's ready, I can officially say, Mike, go to the next board. We can move on to Clown Tail. It's Undertale, but with clowns. I like that. I like clowns. It's above Wondertail. This is Cafe Frisk. It's Undertale, but if Frisk worked at a cafe before falling into the underground. Oddly specific, but sure. I just realized I'm gonna need a 3rd board very quickly here. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, this one's good. This is one I really, really like. So this is Summertale. It takes place at like a resort where it's summertime and all the monsters are hanging out. But their version of Frisk is named Moose, and Moose is a Canadian tourist. And as a professional Canada myself, Moose is a great representation. We all have those little moose antlers, we all live in igloos, and I do drink syrup directly out of the bottle. Granted, I also do that with ketchup, cheese whiz, whipped cream, and chocolate sauce. Pretty much, and marinara sauce. You guys already saw my lunch. You know my eating habits are frankly disgusting. This is a very good one. I'm going to be putting this, you know what? Right here with Pancake Tail and Kiwi Tail. I feel like they're all adjacent. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so this is one where Sans gets the human souls. Good idea, frankly. However, unfortunately, it doesn't do anything with that. It is just, wait for it, edgy recolor of Sans. Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, you're going down here. You're going below Dreamtail, buddy. This is a combination of Frisk and Sans. They get combined into one little character. Another edgy recolor of Sans. Who could have seen that coming? Technically, this one's a little creative because it's a combination of Frisk and Sans, but it's not that creative. Right there. We only have 3 more left, so this is exciting. Underverse. This is another one that is courtesy of Muffin Pal 3. Underverse, pretty good. It's basically, it's what Glitch Tail wanted to be. It's what Glitch Tail thinks it is. This is actually a good version of all the AUs coming together. So I'm gonna put this pretty high. There's technically one more after this, but this is the one you've all been waiting for. It's the Merry Christmas Sans dub. The yearly tradition of watching this on the YouTube TV app, some sort of random junk food in hand because your parents went out and you have nothing better to watch on any of the streaming platforms. And then remembering that weird scene that I mentioned before. Just, it's wonderful. It's every single AU Sans, and that should make it bad, but sitting there cringing while also absolutely loving everything that's going on screen. This isn't an AU. This isn't a comic. This is a Christmas tradition. This is taking something so cringy and making it nostalgic and joyful. And really, that's the true meaning of Christmas. And finally, our final one today, the one you've all been waiting for, the one that I used to tease this entire video, the one that I've put in the thumbnail that a lot of you probably are watching this video because of, the wonderful political satire of Kamala Tale. I have never played Kamala Tale, and it sucks. I really want to. I might do an entire Kamala Tale video. If this video gets 50 likes, I know that's a bit of a high bar, I will play Kamala Tale. So, that's one more reason to click the like button below. And if it's already reached 50 likes, well, what? What, you think you're too good? You think you're too good to just leave a like on the video? You disgust me. Anyways, Kamala Tale is hilarious. I can't go into too much detail because, like I said, never played it. I probably will. But it's just so dumb and so hilarious that it's brilliant. So I think it has to go right here, the highest level on the So Silly It's Good row. And then this guy will just tuck in behind there. That's it for today, folks. That is part 2 of ranking every single Undertale AU in existence. And I'm gonna have to wear this hoodie for the whole rest of these videos. And I'm not looking forward to it. It is so annoying. Long story short, we did something good here today. So until next time, remember, Ralse is Flowey. One of the AUs that I ranked today was faked. Can you figure out which one? And this has been Tater Animations, trying to do a YouTube video.